Hello, buddy, and welcome to the drive-thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast here on Pick Dog's YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll take you well before the top of the hour to give you enough time to get your bets in for those primetime games. And that's what we do here Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time on the drive-thru. We give you live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who'll be on the show for today. All right, we've got Trey Jordan to join us back from Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Joe Nico, Brian Bitler with us as well, and of course Kevin Thomas with us, James Clark, Ninos, Jovan Burts, and Chris Ruffalo with the new look, which we like. It's April's football season, so he's got his football look ready for us. All right, this is how they'll line up for today. We got Bitler, D'Amico, Thomas, Burts, Jordan, Clark, Ruffalo, Ninos, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, calendar flips over to August. You know what that means. Football is going to be in the news. We got some NBA free agent frenzy going on, Olympics, a lot of stuff happening this August.
Absolutely. Yesterday, the last Sunday without football till February. I'm in love with it. I'm ready to get it going. I'm ready to get closer and closer to the regular season.
Absolutely, getting closer to regular season. We got 7 games, Major League Baseball in prime time. We'll give you some player props. Got some future props as well for you, so stay tuned and we'll get you to all those picks. Let's get started here. As he always does on Monday, he bookends the shows Monday and Friday. You hear him in the mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern time. It's Brian Bitler. Brian, what's shaking?
I'll tell you what, I'm so happy that Joe D'Amico's back. You know, reunited with my Bash brother. It's like Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth reunited. Just great times on a Monday. It's a small card, but it's got a few gems on it.
Absolutely. When you have your own show, you can have I'm sure you have Joe D'Amico on it, right? Because Mitch is trying to work your own show with you and
my ideas for the Rated R show with Chris Ruffalo and Hot Rod, doing late nights. That's my idea. I'm just gonna stay doing my thing with Mitch. I don't want to ruffle too many feathers. You
don't ruffle too many feathers. All right, let's get it started here. See if you ruffle any feathers with this one. 7 Eastern time. We got the Rays that host the Mariners. Rays 210, total 9.
While this game doesn't really check all my boxes off for me, I would like this game even more if Tampa Bay was heading on the road after that huge win over the Boston Red Sox. And really, they've had 2 huge series in a row, playing the Yankees and then playing the Boston Red Sox. And now they take on the Seattle Mariners. I really see this as a letdown spot here for the Mariners. And with Michael Wacha on the mound, anything's possible. Chris Flexen off his worst start of the year, but he has bounced back many times this season, and he's been money for me pretty much all year long. Mariners need a win very badly. They've lost 2 straight. Mariners 4-0 last 4 Monday nights. Take the Seattle Mariners on the money line for a nice plus money dog.
All right, Brian says take the Mariners in this one. It's a big money dog here against the Tampa Bay Rays. All right, Chris, what say you in this matchup?
Well, now you look, the Seattle Mariners have 2 of the most profitable pitchers in baseball, Flexen included, and I have to agree with the value here. I have to agree with the value with the Mariners here. I would like Flexen at home, but the Mariners in the wild card race. While Tampa not only coming off a win, they're coming off a sweep against Boston. So I think there is a letdown in store here. So I like the Mariners as well.
All right, agreement here in this one. Looking at the underdog with the play here with the Seattle Mariners getting the big plus money here. We got the Seattle Mariners plus 191 against the Rays. Any concern here, Brian, with Flexen is going to be in a different gym here on the road?
Yeah, I'm worried. Things that we've seen from Chris Flexen in years past, he hasn't been the best. This year's been his breakout year, so to speak, if you're going to have one as a veteran pitcher. I just think Flexen puts it together with a quality start here. And I really think the problem is Tampa Bay coming off of all those big series is tough to get up every single day, and I think they have an off spot tonight.
Yeah, and one thing to note here, too, Wacha did start against Seattle back on June 18th, and he was pounded. He only lasted 3 2/3 innings, gave up 5 earned runs, but 11 hits. That's a lot of hits to give up in 3 2/3 innings. So Brian is here on the underdog. Yeah, anything else there, Brian?
I was just going to say I was waiting for Ruffalo to go Waka Waka with Michael Wacha, but he didn't do it.
He didn't do it. Guess it didn't happen. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium now. We're moving into August now. Of course, 7 games in prime time for Major League Baseball. What's happening up there?
I'll tell you what, tonight I got my best bet on the board, my Monday night money shot for $30 at pickdogs.com. It's the one game that I truly, I'm betting big tonight. It's the one game I really, really like. Make sure you check it out. And also, my football plans are up for college and NFL last year. Very good in college football. You also want to check out Joe D'Amico's football long-term passes. That guy's amazing, multi-time champion. Make sure you check him out as well.
That's right, guys. Getting on board here with Brian Bitler over at Pig Dogs. Premium, we got those long-term passes coming off of a winning day yesterday. He's got money shot going on. MLB money shot is single play. He's identified a winner here to start August on a winning note. Get on board with that. Of course, take those winnings and go long-term, as Brian has his 3, 7, and 30-hour sports passes, as long as all those football passes up there. So take a peek over there at Pig Dogs Premium and check out Brian Bitler's profile page. All right, Brian, as always, great having you show. We're in August now, so we're getting closer to football. Of course, college football, end of the month, preseason scattered here throughout the month. And, of course, those YouTube membership VIP, some great value on there, and you're part of that.
Make sure you check out the YouTube and VIP links below. Definitely the best value in handicapping, I really believe, by football season. A lot of these other sites will be copying it, so make sure you check it out. You get a pick every day for $50 from me, Mitch, and Rod. And then later in the day, if you're signed up for the VIP show, you get late-breaking info, get prop bets, and you get a premium pick every single day from me and all the other guys.
All right, Brian, we'll be tuning into that as well. Follow the link below, the YouTube membership VIP, some great value. All right, Brian, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great night. You'll be with us on Friday, but we'll be tuning in Monday through Friday every day with that morning show, Rod Zawacki, and Brian Bitler. And Mitch.
Yep, make sure you check it out. We're going to have some fun and go back and forth. And I'm just going to hang on here, check out the coolest guy, Chris Ruffalo, and Tony T. Watch the rest of the show and hang out. You guys have a good one.
All right, we will do. Brian Bitler here on the drive. Let's continue on with our coverage here, joined by Chris. Now it's time let's take that trip over to Las Vegas, Nevada, and we're going to go ahead and welcome into the show Joe D'Amico. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. So let's welcome him to the show right now. Joe, what's happening?
Tony, I'm very excited to be here. Brian was being a little humble last year. From the start, from opening kickoff college football straight through the bowl games, he was money college football. I went and I bought his package already this year. And I talk to the guy every day. But I want to thank him. He's always so warm. I missed you guys. I got to tell you, Tony, thanks for bearing with me. My voice is still a little off. That's the last time I go out drinking with Chris Ruffalo and Kevin Thomas. Kevin's great. But look at Chris. He drank so much moonshine, he lost his vision temporarily. He's got to wear the dark glasses. I'm wearing them too, but I lost my voice, guys. Bear with me. I know I normally give aspirin a headache. I'm going to give you a big headache today, but I missed you guys so much. Thanks for having me, Tony.
Yeah, we was having you on the show as well, Joe. You're going to return here. I know you've been very good to us on the show with your picks here on the drive-thru. Here we go. 8 Eastern time. We got NL Central teams facing off here. Brewers to host the Pirates. Brewers laying 230, total of 9.
Well, Tony, sports fans, Milwaukee has begun to run away with the NL Central, 7-game lead in the division. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, keeps sinking deeper and deeper into the abyss. They dwell in the division cellar, 22 and a half games back. Guys, most of the meetings this season between these two rivals have seen a ton of runs. It's no secret the Pirates possess the worst producing lineup in the majors. I mean, come on. They average a dismal 3.66 a game. It's also no secret that the Brewers pitching staff has been stellar. They ranked second overall in baseball, team ERA of 3.31. Interesting matchup on the mound today. Bryce Wilson gets his first start with a Pittsburgh uniform. Eric Lauer has been solid the last 5 or 6 weeks. Now, guys, I really don't expect too much from the Pittsburgh offense here. And to be honest, the last few games, I have watched this Brewers team because I like them all season long, made money with them all season. They're not under the radar anymore. But I'm watching this game closely for the postseason. And the last few games, to me, they look fatigued. They were on a tirade. Their offense has just been crunching the ball. And then the last few games, I believe, don't quote me, I believe they scored a total of 3 runs. I think both losses, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, not to be overlooked, the last 11 games played at American Family Field, the under 8-1-2. I'm going contrarian. I know a lot of people think because most of these matchups this season, I believe they had 10 matchups. Most of them have gone over, but I'm going contrarian for those 2 reasons. I believe Pittsburgh isn't going to hit the ball too much, and I believe Milwaukee is still a little fatigued, and I like the pitching matchup. On one side, you got a very solid, consistent pitcher. On the other side, you got a guy making his debut in a Pittsburgh uniform. So I think that could bring a little surprise factor to this team. I like the under here. Last time I looked, it was 9. I'm going to go under. Follow me, and you'll join me in taking your bookmaker's money.
All right, Chris. Brewers, Pirates under 9. All right, this Brewer team. They get really good pitching. They have good bullpen, but this Pirates team just about the worst hitting team in baseball.
Yeah, from a run production standpoint, like Joe said, it's been abysmal for the Pirates. But I do like the under as well. Like Joe said, you have Bryce Wilson, who's probably auditioning for a starting role with the Pirates next year, and Eric Lauer. He's probably not going to crack the starting rotation, but how many times do we see these long reliever roles in these playoff games? And you could see Lauer going 3-4 innings. If he keeps up this run, he could be one of the heavily relied on long reliever guys. So I like the under 9. I could see a 3-2, 3-1, anything under 8. I could see it coming into play here.
Yeah, Lauer in good form past 3 starts here, putting up some pretty good numbers. And of course, we'll talk about the Brewers hitting just .218 in their home ballpark. All right, Brewers, Pirates under total of 9. This one that begins here 8 Eastern time, MLB Extra News Channel. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Film. All right, Joe, we got 7 games in prime time for Major League Baseball. It's August. Football is in the air. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, Tony, I have one winner on the Pick Dog board tonight. My coveted, my legendary MLB Diamond Play, only $25. You'll start your week off with the winner. Also, guys, 8-time top 10 preseason football capper, 12 times top 10 NFL, 13-time top 10 NCAA football capper. I have discounted packages for the NFL preseason. You want to dip your toe before you dive in? Come join me here. I have NFL regular season. I have NCAA football campaign packages. I have the biggest of the big. I've got a combo discounted package. Only right here at Pick Dogs can you get those discounted packages at these prices. It is just crazy, and as Brian said, you want to pick a couple of cappers, dip your toe. Me and Brian, me and Kevin, me and Chris. Here in Vegas, you usually got to pay double for that 2-on-1 action. But at Pick Dogs, you could save a lot of money, guys. Just joking. Guys, those 2-for-1 handicapper deals are amazing. This is the preseason. There are gold in them there hills. I am looking forward to preseason football. I don't bet every game, but I want you to know we always pick up 8, 10, 11, 12 units during the preseason, go into the regular season with a bankroll, get the preseason package, or pair me up with Kevin or Chris, Brian, my Bash brother, some of the other great guys on this show. You can't go wrong.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Joe D'Amico over at Pick Dogs Premium. Visit the site. He's got his MLB Diamond Play up there right now. Take those winnings from tonight's pick and get on board with his long-term passes. He's got his 3-7-30 Sports Pass. You can also get on board with his passes from the football season, NFL preseason football. That's discounted right now. His entire seasons from NFL and college football also available at a second capper for 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater savings. All right, Joe, as always, great having your show. Continue that success and have some fun, and we'll talk to you in a couple of days.
Tony, thanks for having me. It's good to be back with my favorite people on my favorite show, Chris, Tony, all the rest of the great cappers out there. Everybody out there, good luck. Have a winning day. Thank you.
You too. Joe D'Amico here on the Drive Thru. We'll continue on here with our show. Just a reminder, guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started with that morning show. You got Mitch, Rodzawacki, and Brian. Then we've got the YouTube membership VIP show. Follow the link below. Some great value for you. And then, of course, the Drive Thru Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And, of course, we need your help to help us build our audience. We need those likes, those thumbs up, Chris.
Absolutely, Tony. We always appreciate those likes, those thumbs up, because, like I always say, they're the measuring stick of what we do around Pick Dogs. If you guys like what we're doing, we see the thumbs up. Well, we keep doing it. We do it bigger than better than anybody else. So keep those likes, those thumbs up, those subscriptions coming in. The Pick Dogs brand is only going to be bigger and better, and it's all thanks to you guys. So keep them coming.
Yeah, keep them coming. Appreciate that. All right, let's continue on here on the Drive Thru. Let's welcome Kevin Thomas to the show. Kevin, what's going on?
Great weekend. I took the family to Coney Island. Never saw anything like it. Thought I never saw anything like it. Then I saw my good buddy Brian Bitler just flex at the beginning of his podcast, and I've never seen anything like that before. But that's a whole nother thing right there. I keep trying to get that guy in the gym one day. All right, right to my pick.
All right, here we go.
I woke up early. I put my picks up super early. So when I saw this Rangers line, it was at plus 118. I was like, this is awesome. And then it just disappeared as the Angels decided to scrap and pitch by committee. I still like the Rangers because, it's one of the top 5 ballparks for hitters. Pitchers struggle there. So Dane Dunning, not the greatest pitcher for the Rangers, but he's going to be there. He's going to start. He's not going to have to face Trout. Rendon, he's out. So they're guys that hit him hard. You could probably pitch around Antonio and his record. So you pitch around him. I think they can do fine. The Angels are respectable 4-5 on the road in July, so that kind of scares me a little bit. And they are starting now with Chris Rodriguez, and he does have some experience pitching in Texas, so that kind of scares me a little bit. But I think now it's at minus 102 Rangers. That's kind of to me that the odds makers are also leaning, and the sharp is also leaning towards the Rangers. I'm going to stick with the Rangers here, as these young kids. I mean, since the trade deadline Friday, 2-0. Beat the Mariners. The Mariners are in the hunt. Rangers have nothing to play for, but these young kids are stepping up. And I mean, their catcher, Jonah Heim, 2 home runs in 2 games. I think he just set a record for Rangers rookie catchers to do that back-to-back to win. So I'm excited. These kids are going to play hard. And, when they're playing for money, they play hard. When these guys get the big money, all of a sudden they're hurt, or they can't play, they're taking days off, or they're dropping balls. I mean, I'm a Phillies fan. I watched Bryce Harper. That was horrible, missing a easy pop-up. So I'm excited for these young guys. I think they get it done tonight.
All right, Kevin's on the Rangers. Now, we posted on the time of the graphic, it was minus 116. It's a fluid situation. This line has moved a lot now, about minus 108 in the markets. There could be even lower than that. So do your shopping. Get the best number here with the Texas Rangers. All right, Chris, we know Dane Dunning. He's been much sharp at home.
He has, and I think the problem with Dunning is just that he hasn't gotten run support from a Rangers offense that struggled early in the year. But now look at him. Like Kevin said, the Rangers rallied to beat the Mariners on Saturday, took care of business on Sunday as well. And, the Angels do have more to play for here, but they're not playing like it. And I think there is the value with the Rangers and Dunning in this spot.
Yeah, absolutely. When we look at the Rangers, a plus unit return plus 2 units, about 1.8 units at home, only 2 games under that 500 mark in their home stadium. So the play here will be the the Rangers here, about minus 108 now. Do your shopping, get best number. And this one has a start time of 8 Eastern time over on MLB Extra News channel. All right, Kevin, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium. Well, tonight we got 7 games in prime time for Major League Baseball. Of course, football's in the air in August. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, tonight you still get on my Hidden Treasure, which is always a plus money payout. It's treasure. I'm dominating those all MLB season. Yesterday, 2-1 to start August, which I'm excited for because we all know football's right here, and that's where the money's to be made. Everyone bets football, so I'm so excited for football to start. The packages are coming up in the next 2 days. I like to look at all the other guys and try to pick a good total right there to stay in line with everybody. So in the next 2 days, you can get my packages, but still tonight you can get my MLB. Look at the 30-day pass, as you'll get the Hall of Fame game, and you'll even get some college football in there too, as college football starts this month. So, and the 30-day, partner me up with Joe D. He's great at college football. He's pretty great at everything. My good buddy Brian Bitler, or anybody on this cast, is a fine pick.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Kevin Thomas over at Pick Dogs from his MLB Monday Hidden Treasure, his single play. He's cashed here. So get on board his best play today from Major League Baseball and take those winnings, go long term. That 30-day pass is a great value right now because you get every play from Kevin for 30 days. That will include Major League Baseball and pretty much all of NFL preseason, the start of those week 0 college football games that are coming up. So get on board here with Kevin Thomas's 30-day sports pass over there at Pick Dogs Premium, and a second capper for 2 for 1, even greater value. All right, Kevin, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great evening. And, of course, we'll get quick thoughts here. And Aaron Rodgers coming back for the Packers.
I'm excited just because I do bet my picks. I did take the 480 for the NFC to represent, and I think he's highly motivated, especially if he's going to be looking for another contract from another team next year, which I'm not sold he is. He is part owner of the Bucks, so he got his championship ring. He got his championship ring. He's got his good friend Randall Cobb coming back. I'm excited for this defense. So it didn't bother me either way, but I think my money's. I'm liking my odds a little better now on cashing that out.
Yeah, I got a good.
It's now or never. It's now or never for him.
Absolutely. All right, Kevin, have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk with you again next week.
See you guys next Monday.
All right, Kevin Thomas here on The Drive. To us, continue on here with the show, joined by Chris Ruffalo. And we're going to go ahead and welcome Jovan Burts to the show. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. He's going to be looking at this game between the Mets and Marlins. Jovan, what's happening?
What's going on, fellas? Cooling over here.
All right, doing well. All right, here we go. 7 Eastern time. It's the Marlins to host the Mets. The Mets road favorites of $1.60, total 7.5.
Yeah, so I'm on the under in this one. Now for the Mets, we have Tyler McGill on the mound, and he's been an absolute godsend for the Mets ever since starting getting into the rotation in late June. He has a 1-0 record, but a 2.04 ERA, and in his last 3, he has absolutely dominated with a .52 ERA, and it's just one of those things where the Mets, they're number one in the NL East, but the Phillies are around their tail 3.5 back, so they got to keep on winning, performing well, and what better way to do that than have a front line, what's become a front line pitcher for the Mets, and he's facing a team that quite frankly can't hit their way out of a wet paper bag, and the Miami Marlins who produced a 4-run 3-game series against the Yankees. It's just no good. Now for the Marlins, we have Jesus Luzardo, who just had a disappointed career so far with the A's. So now he has a new lease on his career, and maybe he could do something. This is actually his first start of the season, if I'm not mistaken. And it's just one of those things where it's going to be a bullpen game for the Marlins. And when you do get in that bullpen, when you do have a short leash, he's not going to give up a ton of runs. They're just gonna pull him if he gets into trouble. And once you get into that Marlins bullpen, they've held it down. They've been stingy. Then the last 5 they have a 3.20 ERA, and I don't expect too many runs in this one. So take the under.
All right, we got Jovan here on the under 7.5 with Mets and Marlins. All right, Chris, I know Luzardo was highly touted prospect with Oakland. They were really backing him. Of course, he leaves now for the Mets. And Miguel's has been pitching well here. You look over his numbers here: 7 starts, his WHIP just 1.07.
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with this under either. I mean, you look at the Marlins. We talked about their struggles to score all season, and McGill's been quite capable. And you look at the Marlins here. Everybody said that this might have been the heist of the trade deadline, where the Marlins gave up 2 months of Marte and get back a highly touted prospect in Luzardo. I think we're going to see why tonight. So I like the under as well.
All right, here on the Mets Marlins under 7.5, and this one will start here top of the hour over on MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. Well, 7 games in prime time for Major League Baseball. Of course, we got football in the air. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, it's Monday, so you know what that means. Time to get that bread with that Money Bag Monday 3-pack. I got 3 on the MLB side. Sure to be some hitters. And if you don't want that, then you could get a good return on your investment with the 3-day, 7-day, or 30-day package. Bring you if you get the 30-day package, bring you right into football season. Start collecting this bread from these books. Also match me up with one of the other guys for the 2-for-1 cappers. That's always going to be a good deal, 2 for the price of 1, basically. And so let's get it. Can't wait for football season. Right.
Absolutely, guys. Get on board and build up that bankroll right now for football season. Get on board here with Jovan's Money Bag Monday 3-pack. His best 3 plays from Major League Baseball can be yours when we make that purchase over the profile page over at Pick Dog Trim. Of course, take those winnings, go long term. As Jovan has that 3, 7, and 30 sports pass. We're talking 30-day pass right now. That 1-month pass get you all plays from Jovan for 1 month. That will include preseason football and the early start here of those week 0 games from college football. All right, Jovan, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk with you at the end of the week.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a good night, good week, and I'll see you on Friday.
See you on Friday. All right, Jovan Burts here on the drive through. Let's continue on here with the show. Joined by Chris Ruffalo. Now it's time to welcome Trey Jordan to the show. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Trey, what's happening?
Not much. How you doing?
It's going great. Here we go. AL East combatants here at 8:15 Eastern time as the Yankees to host the Orioles. Sorry, this game is 7 Eastern time. Yankees favored, total of 10.
Yeah, you got this division battle here, and the Yankees 9-1 to the under their past 10, while the Orioles have hit 4 straight unders. But I'm going with the over here. You know, you got Heaney making his first start for the Yankees tonight, and he's nothing special. I don't think that was the right move as well as pitching to go with as a trade. But Lopez going to, he struggled all season, 6.19 ERA with a 2-12 record in his starts. And Heaney, he's made a start in Yankee Stadium this year where he gave up 7 runs in 3 innings to the Yankees. I know it's the Yankees and they have the second OPS to left-handers, but the Orioles are ranked 7th in OPS to left-handers. So I can see them, getting some runs in off Heaney tonight. I wanted to go Orioles, but I couldn't back Jorge Lopez. He's coming off a 5-run, 2-inning performance against the Marlins, who are 5th worst in OPS against right-handers. The Yankees aren't good against right-handers in OPS either, but Lopez just he's been a dumpster this year, and I see him giving up more runs tonight. Over is 55-21-1 the last 77 meetings between these two, 25-10 the last 35 in New York. So, yeah, I'm fading the trend of them going under here lately, and I think it goes over. 9-2 the over. Orioles last 11 after a loss. 27-2 the over. Last 29 versus a team with a winning record. The Yankees 4-1 to the over. Last 6 with the total set at 9 to 10.5 in their home games. And 37-17-4 the last 58 versus a team with a losing record below 400. So I think we're going to see some runs tonight and get over that 10.
All right. Trey says go over 10 here, Orioles and the Yankees. All right, Chris, when I look at Heaney, he's had 18 starts, 14 overs, 3 unders, and 1 push.
Yeah, I don't know how we don't have one of those video game totals here around 16.5, because these are 2 dumpster fire pitchers. Horrible Lopez, Andrew Hanus, whatever you want to call them. These guys have been terrible this season. And, I think this could be a game. If you're a home run prop guy, like I know we've been talking about with James, this could be your game. You could easily see Trey Mancini, Aaron Judge, Anthony Rizzo. Any of these guys could probably get home runs in this game tonight. I could easily see a game that gets closer to 16 or 17. So I love the over in this spot.
All right, going to be here on the over, Orioles and Yankees. And, of course, this one has a start time of 7 Eastern time over on MLB Extra News Channel. All right, Jerry, let's take a look over at Pig Dog Swim tonight. Well, we have 7 games in prime time for Major League Baseball. Of course, football coming up later in the month. What do you have going on over the site?
I just want to add on what Chris said there. Yeah, I agree with you might want to take some home run props in this game. Heaney, 1.5 home runs and over 9 averaging. And I think Judge is a good one. He's 3 for 3 off Jorge Lopez with 2 walks and 2 home runs. So, we gotta look at that. But I have a 3-pack up there tonight, starting off with 30 minutes from now, and you're gonna get my favorite dog tonight in a couple totals. So jump on that or those long-term packages as football season rolls in, or team me up with any of the guys here. Tony T, Trey J, little combo, Chris, and my guy James. So just go to pickdogs.com or sportschatplace.com and go to the premium picks and whatever you want, that's what you can get.
All right, guys, got a board here with Trey Jordan over at Pig Dog Swim. He's got his triple play trade pack going on. His 3 top plays from Major League Baseball can be yours when you purchase over at the profile page at Pig Dog Swim. And, of course, take those winnings. A long-term pass. He actually really has the rest of the MLB season pass. You can get every play from Trey for the remainder of the Major League Baseball season all the way to the final game of the World Series for one low price. Get on board with that. And, of course, you can add a second capper with your 2-for-1 capper promotion. Great value there at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Trey, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, have a good one.
All right, Trey Jordan here on the Drive-Thru. Let's continue on with our coverage here, joined by Chris Ruffalo. And, of course, Chris, I think we're going to give you a break here, let you get ready here for your segment, because you'll be looking at a baseball game. But we're going to go over to Skype here and welcome to the show James Clark as Chris takes his break for today. James, what's happening?
Not much, Tony. How are you, buddy?
It's going good. Okay, you're going to be looking here at a home run prop.
I like my props. If it's a basketball or a home run props, I like my props. But tonight we're going with the Phillies game.
We're going with Andrew McCutcheon to hit a home run. He's hit 3 home runs in the last 10 days. But like I said, guys, when I look at these home runs, I look at what teams they hit the most home runs against and how often. Well, if you go look, Andrew McCutcheon has hit they faced the Nationals 5 times, and he's hit home runs in 4 of the last 5 games that they've played in. So here he is again against the Nationals, and I like your chances of cashing this ticket. I think it's went up. It was plus 420. Last time I seen it, it went up to 450. So go look around, guys, and shop that number, and let's cash this ticket tonight.
All right, James Clark says Andrew McCutcheon to hit a home run at plus 425 in this one. All right, Coach, the one thing to note here is this Nationals bullpen has not been really good here of late, especially since the All-Star break.
Yeah, they've allowed up all kinds of runs to almost everybody. McCutcheon is a good hitter. He was in Pittsburgh. He's even here he is with the Phillies and still doing his thing. So, like you said, the bullpen, the starting pitcher, the Nationals allowed a lot of runs to a lot of people here after the All-Star break. So, I look for a high-scoring game and look for McCutcheon to get us one over the fence tonight.
All right, McCutcheon home run here at plus 425. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Prim. Tonight we got 7 games in prime time for you over here at Pick Dog. Get his video back here. All right, 7 games in prime time. What do you have going on over the site?
Well, guys, as you know, like I said, I always tell the truth on here. I've been struggling the last week, man, in baseball. Man, I've hit a while, but, I'm ready to come out of it tonight. I got 2 of my best plays that I like. I got a 2-pack going on right now. Grab those after we go 2-0 tonight. Upgrade to the 3, 7, or 30 day. Guys, football season is getting ready to start here, college and NFL. And to me, myself personally, I think football is, my best sport of capping. So, I'll have some packages out on that here very soon because at the end of the month we'll have some football. So, jump on that when I get them up, guys, or team me up with any of these other guys. My buddy Trey Jordan, Tony T here, Big Al, Little Al, Chris, Rod, any of the guys on the show that you see today, Jovan, any of them, team me up with them. We'll put some money in your pockets, fellas.
That's right, guys. Got on board here with James Clark over at Pick Dogs. He's got his James 2-pack MLB Easy Winners money stack right now. His best 2 plays for Major League Baseball now available for you right over at Pick Dogs. Get on board with that and go long-term with James. He's got his long-term passes up right now. 3, 7, and 30 sports patch. You get every play that James releases over there at Pick Dogs for that time period you select. You go over to the profile page and you make that purchase. All right, James, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk with you soon.
All righty, Tony. I appreciate you having me on the show, buddy, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, James Clark here on the drive to. Now we got Chris back. Chris is ready. He's ready because it's his turn. James was looking at the home run prop for that Phillies Nationals game, and of course Chris will be looking at this game here as well. This is your game on ESPN, your TV game. So let's go ahead and get that information up for today's contest between the Phillies and Nationals. I think we got it ready for you. Here we go. All right, here's the game. Nationals to host the Phillies. This is ESPN. Phillies' favorite road here, $1.19. Total sits at 8.5.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping James is right with that McCutcheon home run prop because that'll definitely help us out here because I'm going to be on the Philadelphia Phillies tonight. Now, you look at what these 2 teams did at the trade deadline. The Washington Nationals, clearly sellers. They must have been watching the drive-thru and seen Tony's under on their win total for the season because that was an absolute fire sale for these guys. Getting rid of Max Scherzer, Trey Turner. And, they got a decent haul back in that deal with the Dodgers, a ton of prospects, and they got Josiah Gray, who's starting tonight. The problem is I think it looks like a bullpen game, and like James and Tony talked about in the last segment, this Nationals bullpen has been absolutely horrendous. I'm just looking at the numbers here. The last 10 games, an ERA is 6.32. Last 5 games, the ERA is 6.75. That's just not going to cut it. And when you look at the Phillies, they at least tried to make moves that were going to help the roster. They brought in Kyle Gibson to help bolster the rotation, even though he's been struggling lately. And they got Ranger Suarez going here, who has 5 wins on the season, the majority of them in a relief role. ERA just over 1. And if this is going to be a bullpen game on the Phillies side as well, I feel a lot more confident with them. They got an ERA around 3.5 their last 10 games, 2.70 in their last 5. Like I said, I trust what you don't want to say trust the process with the Philadelphia team, but realistically, you trust what Philadelphia is at least doing right now, as opposed to the fire sale that's going on in Washington. I don't think it's going to take a little bit of a learning curve for the Nationals to really get back on track here. I think we're getting the better team with a cheap price here, even on the road. I like the Phillies in this spot.
All right, Chris says Phillies here are the road team. And then one thing to note here, Chris, is a little concern here is with the Phillies' road record and their bullpen. And Gray, well, although he does come from the Dodgers, he did get a chance to show stuff, of course, with the Dodgers' injuries in their starting rotation. So he did put up some pretty good minor league numbers.
That he did. But like I said, we look at this is simply a case of what have you done for me lately? And with the Nationals, the Nationals bullpen has not done anything for us, especially if you've been backing them. Like I said, a couple of ERAs over 6 in their last 5 and last 10 games respectively. And yes, the Phillies haven't been great on the road, and the bullpen hasn't been great either. But when we're doing this, you also have to look at who's in front of you next. And simply put, this is just a case of I think they're simply the Phillies are the better team in this one. We're getting a great price with them. I don't expect them to win the rest of their road games on the year, and that's just the way it is. But I think this is a winnable spot for the Phils to at least, get some momentum going in the right direction over a Nationals team that's clearly looking forward to next season.
Yeah, Scherzer out, and of course Strasburg needed season-ending neck surgery that came out last week. So it's just really hopeless situation here for the Nationals. The fire sale's on. Chris says take Philadelphia Phillies -119 against the Washington Nationals. This one has a start time 7 Eastern time on ESPN. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. We got 7 games in prime time. You're doing fantastic work here. Past 7 days, 478 units of profit. Past 30 days, nearly 600 units of profit. What do you have going on over at the site?
Leading the way the last 7 days, and it's because of a nice run we've been on. 5 winning days in the last 6. Looking to make it 6-7 tonight. Got 1 play on the board. The play that started the 10-3 run. Got my MLB X marks the spot tonight. The one play that the books thought they buried the loot on Monday night, but I'll tell you what, we have the map and we're going to find it tonight. Also, like we always say, check out those long-term packages. Christmas in July is over. That doesn't mean you can't miss out on or you have to miss out on the winning. Definitely check those out. Got some great deals on long-term packages, as well as the season pass. We got MLB, the rest of their MLB season up, all the way through the World Series for one awesome price. Same thing with college football, NFL. Even got a combo pass up there if you're interested in both of them. Or we always talk about the 2-for-1 capper deal. That's some of your best value on the website. I always say it. If you like 2 of us, good news, you don't have to choose. If you never tried out 2 of us before, this is your chance to take 2 of us on a test drive for one awesome price. Guys, the value is all over there for you at Pick Dogs. Just go over there and find it. Go check out my page. I promise you won't regret it.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Chris Ruffalo over at Pick Dogs. You see the return here. 478 units of profit past 7 days. Nearly 600 units of profit for the past 30 days. He's got his MLB X marks the spot. His best play for Major League Baseball can be yours when you go over to the profile page of Chris at Pick Dogs. Make that purchase. And, of course, he has his long-term passes, 3, 7, and $30 sports pass. If you just want baseball only, he's got a really good discount on his rest of the MLB season pass right now. Of course, he's got all his football up there for you as well. All right, Chris, let's continue on here on the show. Joined here with Chris Ruffalo. And now we're going to continue on and welcome El Ninos to the show. You'll find El Ninos over at Pick Dogs. Let's pull him up right now. El, what's happening?
Going pretty good. How are you?
Doing great. All right, here we go. This is the last game we haven't covered. We've covered pretty much all 7. We got 9:40 Eastern time. D-backs to host the Giants. Giants big road favorites of 210, total 9.5.
Yeah, I usually let the other guys get their first picks in, so I was stuck with this game now, but I think we got a pretty good play here. The Giants will send Anthony DeSclafani to the mound to face Taylor Widener in Arizona. Sclafani gave up just 2 runs in 8.2 innings the last time he faced these Diamondbacks. He's had great numbers against them throughout his career and should bounce back from his second worst start of the season against them. That bad start came against a much better lineup in the Dodgers, or obviously much better than Arizona, even with Mookie Betts sitting out. So, yeah, I do expect a bit of a comeback from him. San Francisco did come out big at the trade deadline, getting Chris Bryant for very cheap. So that's good for them. That might that's one concern on this play. But nevertheless, the biggest concern will be Taylor Widener here. Yeah, he's hasn't really shown us much. But again, I do think DeSclafani makes up for whatever Widener gives up and keeps this a single-digit game. So I'm taking this game to stay under the total.
All right, Al says go ahead and take the under 9.5. He's holding his breath with Widener, hoping that they can keep the damage minimal here, and with the pretty much Giants pitching staff taking care of business.
Absolutely. I mean, you look at DeSclafani against current D-backs, holding them to a 192 batting average. I believe he's only 14 for 71. Yeah, it's just some fantastic results from DeSclafani. He was having a career year with the Giants, and Widener, he was rolling along pretty well before hitting a speed bump in his last couple starts. I think we could see a game that maybe gets 6 or 7 runs, but well under 9.5 in this one. I like the under as well.
All right, under 9.5 Giants and D-backs, agreement there. And of course, this one will begin here at 9:40 Eastern Time, MLB Extra News Channel. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Pim. All right, tonight, 7 games in prime time, Major League Baseball. We know getting closer and closer to football. What do you have going on over at the site?
Do have my 3-pack for the MLB tonight, and we'll have my best later play up after that if you missed those. Also, I guess I got to knock my MLB season pass prices down. It is getting late in the season, so I'll be doing that right after the show.
All right, guys. Get on board here with Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's got his best 3 plays. He calls his MLB home runs. 30-star plays right now from Ninos. His 3 best bets from Major League Baseball is yours when you go over to Al's profile page at Pick Dogs Premium and make that purchase. Of course, he also has his long-term passes up there. 3, 7, and 30 All Sports Pass and his MLB Season Pass for the remainder of the Major League Baseball season. So you get on board right now with Al at a second capper for our 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value. So when you visit Al there at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Al, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you here we'll talk tomorrow.
On the recap.
And the recap as well. He'll be on the recap. All right. Have a great night. All right. Ninos here on the drive-thru. Reminder, guys, joined here by Chris. I just wanted to make note here is that Andrew McCutcheon, and I confirmed this, is not in the lineup. But if you go to the chat room, James Clark did give out a pick, and I should give it to the rest of the people here. It looks like he likes the home run prop with Aaron Judge. So Aaron Judge, Chris, is that been following the chat room?
Yeah, I believe it's Aaron Judge tonight, which if that's the case, I absolutely love that. Like we said, we touched on it earlier. I think that's going to be a home run fest in Baltimore in the Yankee game tonight. Yeah, this is from James here that Judge has hit 5 home runs in his last 7 games against the Baltimore. So we'll have a pick here from James Clark will be on Aaron Judge to hit the home run. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru joined by Chris. And by the way, if you miss any of the picks on the show, we'll do a complete recap at the end, so stay tuned for that. All right, now it's time for my play. And I'm going to be looking here at a division winner pick, and it's going to come from the AL East. So let me go ahead and get my graphic up here for you guys. And so I'm going to take the Rays here to win the AL East at plus 105. And one of the reasons I have on this note here is when you look at the run differential for the Rays, it's plus 113. They give the least amount of runs of any team in the AL East. But when you look at the Red Sox, the team pretty much has the only chance to pass them. I don't see the Yankees passing. They're 7 games back. I just believe here that the Red Sox starting lineup, and I should say their starting pitching, I think they're going to fade a little bit. I don't like what I'm seeing from them. They give them too many runs. Their run differentials plus 48. I like how the Rays win games, Chris, and that's with pitching. And I'm going to stick with it and go with that route here. They overtook the Red Sox after that great start by Boston, but the Rays have come on and they've been already a pretty good second half team. You know, Tony, I like the route you're taking with the Rays. I'm going to give out a little bit of a value play in that division. One team you didn't mention, my team, the Toronto Blue Jays, and this is where I'm going to rob you a little bit. You talked about pitching. I think if you look starting rotation-wise, I know we have to talk about bullpens, but starting rotation-wise, I think the addition of Berrios gives the Blue Jays the most complete starting rotation of any team in that division. I know we talk about the opener strategy for the Tampa Bay Rays, but now you look at the top 4 pitchers in that Blue Jays rotation. Got Ryu, now Berrios, Matz, and Alek Manoah. Ross Stripling's not a bad 5. I just think that value with the Jays at plus 1,300 to maybe make a bit of a run. And you know, we talk about how September is a majority, division matchups. They have 6 games left against the Rays. That could be enough to make up some serious ground in that division. But I can definitely see where the Rays could win the division, especially in the position they're in now.
All right, I like the Rays. Chris says the great value here is on the Blue Jays. And, of course, my place here to win the AL East at plus 105. All right, guys, check out Pick Dogs. I have my best play tonight for Major League Baseball. Get on board with that. I'm also part of the 2-for-1 capper promotion for my long-term passes, my 3, 7, and 30-day pass, as well as my 1-year pass. Visit Pick Dogs and get on board with my long-term packages right now. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru here. Join with Chris. Now it's time to recap the show. Joining us here on the recap will be Ninos. It all got started here with Brian Bitler. Says take Mariners plus 191 against the Rays. Joe D'Amico in his return. Brewers Pirates under 9. Kevin Thomas was on the Rangers minus 116. You can shop for a better number. I think it's about minus 108 right now here against the Angels. Jovan Mets Marlins under 7.5. Trey was on Orioles Yankees over 10. James, we're going to forget the Andrew McCutchen. He's not in the lineup. He changed that. He likes Aaron Judge to hit a home run today against Baltimore. He's hit 5 home runs in his past 7 meetings against the Orioles. Chris was on the Phillies minus 119 against the Nationals. L was on the Giants Diamondbacks under 9.5. Yours truly, Tampa Bay Rays to win the AL East at plus 105. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
In its return, I got to stick with Joe D'Amico. I like that Brewers Pirates under 9. I think we got a bit of a low scoring battle there.
All right, look at low scoring there. All right, let's go over to El Ninos. Al, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I just got to take a shot on that value with flexing the Mariners. Plus 190 sounds good right now.
All right, well, when you take the Mariners, you know what you got to do, right? With flexing. You got to see the flex. I know it's tough with your frame. I know it's really tough. We probably already see it right now. All right, so there you go. There you go. There you go. There we go. We go.
Yeah, I got to sign up at Kevin's gym too, but it's okay. We'll get there.
All right, yeah, you got to get on the protein shake regimen. That may help a little bit. All right, let's go over to me. Boy, this one here, there's a couple that I really like. And I'm going to go ahead and go with the Jovan Mets Marlins under 7.5, 2 of the lowest scoring teams in all of baseball. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Tune in again tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Have 8 cappers booked on the show. We're getting close to August. We'll have a full book here tomorrow. 8 cappers on, giving out live free sports picks for the primetime games. And don't forget, it all gets started with the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern time with Mitch, Ron Sawacki, Brian Bitler with the morning show. Don't forget those YouTube membership VIP, some great value. Follow the link below. Get signed up. All right, let's bring in our crew tonight. Wave yourself off good night. Have yourself a great night. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow live at